When you hear the word estrogen, most people automatically assume this is a female thing, right? I mean, I don't think men can have high estrogen levels. Well, I quickly learned that hormone imbalances don't care who you are. They can happen in anyone, and that's definitely the case with me. I can't say when exactly all the symptoms showed up because it all kind of crept up on me little by little. At first, I started feeling tired throughout the day, but I figured I just needed my coffee to kick in or something. Then, I noticed that I was putting on weight seemingly out of the blue, and my hair was falling out. A few hairs in your comb is normal, but mine was a lot more than that. Hear that? Yeah, that was the alarm bells going off in my head. I knew it was time to check in with my doctor. He did some tests and told me that my estrogen levels were high and my testosterone was way down. I was shocked and a little scared, but my doctor said this does happen in men and that I need to make some lifestyle changes in order to get my hormones back in balance. Of course I was ready to do that, but I wanted to do some research first. I found out that testosterone and estrogen are present in both men and women. If you are a man, you have more testosterone and less estrogen, and vice versa for women. If this balance is thrown off, your body will let you know. I'm a guy, so for me, estrogen levels are good if they're low. But there are things in your environment and lifestyle that can make your estrogen levels too high. One of which is little to no physical activity. Well, like a lot of people nowadays, I work in an office and sit at a desk most of the day. And at home, it's the couch. This was the first change I made. I tried to get up from my chair more often and do at least a little stretching or take a walk around the office. Instead of the elevator, I started taking the stairs. Exercise helps boost your testosterone levels, but only temporarily. That's why you have to include more physical movement in your day-to-day life. In fact, although it sounds cliche, physical activity really is good for you in more ways than one. You see, estrogen can be produced in different tissues of your body, including your fat cells. So basically, the more body fat you have, the more estrogen you produce and less testosterone gets pumped out. Since physical exercise helps reduce body fat, it also decreases your estrogen levels. Simple. Anyway, the day-to-day little changes, taking the stairs and whatnot, were easy to make because I didn't feel like I was actually exercising. But it wasn't enough to get my hormones back to normal. I had to make myself go to the gym. But to do that, I also needed to deal with the constant fatigue I'd been feeling. That meant I needed to work on getting better sleep. My job is pretty stressful with all kinds of deadlines, meetings, presentations, and whatnot. So when I came home, I just wanted to relax a little and have some time for myself. Otherwise, I figured my life would just be eat, work, sleep, repeat, with no sense of purpose. You know what I'm talking about? Well, I'd play video games or watch TV late into the night, leaving myself 4 to 5 hours for sleep at best. What I found out later made me reconsider my sleep habits, though. Magdalena Wizalacki, a New York-based health coach, says that healthy sleep regulates a lot of hormones and generally affects your entire system, making it run like a well-oiled machine. For example, 7 to 9 hours of sleep will make your body produce 15% more leptin, a hormone that helps your stomach feel full, and 20% less ghrelin, one that makes you feel hungry. That combo will help you feel fuller throughout the day. If you don't feel hungry, you'll have fewer snacks, which means you won't risk taking in too many calories and gaining weight. Remember, body fat produces estrogen. Healthy sleep also regulates your blood sugar. The better sleep you get, the better you feel in the morning without craving coffee, sugar, and carbs. One study I read about from the University of Chicago showed that after only 4 to 6 hours of sleep, your body has a harder time stabilizing blood sugar. This can lead to weight gain, fatigue, mood swings, and even diabetes. Not to mention that you'll constantly crave something sweet and sugary. Well, I was drinking about 4 cups of coffee with sugar and cream a day just to keep me moving. And to add insult to injury, I never had my coffee without a snack. Muffins, cookies, donuts, you name it. No wonder I started gaining weight so fast. When I changed my sleep schedule, though, everything changed with it. I started going to bed no later than midnight and making sure I got my 8 hours of sleep. And I gotta say, although I had less time to enjoy my favorite games or shows at first, I felt a lot better. I woke up well rested, and I'm actually down to just 1 small cup of coffee a day. Even on less caffeine, I was still becoming more productive at work, meeting all my deadlines easy peasy, and I still had time to hit the gym after work. Just to think that something as simple as adding 3 more hours of sleep could do so much for you. Maybe I was lucky that I was able to start sleeping better so easily. A lot of people have trouble getting good sleep because of stress. And believe it or not, this is closely connected with your estrogen levels too. Stress is a huge factor when it comes to hormone production. I read about this study done by an endocrinologist named Dr. Molly Dickens. She found that major or constant stress can make testosterone convert into estradiol, the most potent form of estrogen. So again, here you have that issue of having less testosterone and more estrogen. Remember, it should be the other way around for us guys. Other than some typical work-related stress here and there, I can't say that I'm an overall really stressed out person. That's probably why I didn't have any trouble changing my sleeping habits. Plus, I tire my body out at the gym now, so I hit the pillow like a ton of bricks. But if your work or personal life brings you loads of stress, you really should do something about it. If you can, the best thing to do is get rid of the source of stress. But if you can't, try meditation and breathing techniques. My sister swears by them. And she's a teacher, so just imagine how stressed out she gets. Strict nightly rituals are also helpful. If you do the same things every night before going to bed, like taking a shower, brushing your teeth, or reading a book, your body will soon learn that it's time for sleep and switch into night mode automatically. Just see what's best for you. So, exercise? Check. Better sleep? Check. There was still one more thing I had to do. Can you guess? If you said diet, you nailed it. Tweaking your diet is a must if your estrogen levels are too high. Food is your fuel, and pardon the cliche, you are what you eat. A diet that reduces your estrogen isn't rocket science or anything. Since I had too much carbs and sugar every day, I didn't mind eating a massive portion of lasagna in the evening. I had to cut on those and replace them with less caloric foods. By the way, your diet mainly depends on your activity levels and goals. I didn't need to lose much weight, I only wanted to keep myself in decent shape. So I was totally fine with cutting back on sugar, refined carbs, and fatty foods. I started eating more fruits and vegetables, of course, replaced my usual sweet snacks with nuts and seeds, and added some fatty fish, ones rich in omega-3s, to my must-eat list. And voila! Nothing too dramatic, yet I look and feel much better than I did just a few months ago. Try it for yourself. Just think of what's excessive in your diet and make the right changes. You will see the results, that's for sure. The only thing you can't really do much about when it comes to estrogen levels is your age. This is a major contributor to hormone imbalance because aging speeds up estrogen production and slows down testosterone production in men. The older you get, the harder it is for your body to keep these hormones in check. Still, a healthy diet, exercise, and good sleep will always do you good, no matter how old you are. Did I leave anything out? Maybe you know some other ways to get your hormones in balance. Leave your tips in the comments section below. Remember to give this video a like and share it with your friends. Click that subscribe button to stay on the bright side of life.